Good morning, students. I am your Stephen sir from ICRA English Medium. Today I am going to teach you class 6th. Book which I am going to use is a Pact with the Sun. Chapter number 3, The Shepherd's Treasure. So let's get started. So what is shepherds? Who is shepherd actually? A shepherd who takes care of goats is known as shepherds. Charvaha. And what is the meaning of treasure? Treasure means gold, silver, money, and all. So, this is known as treasure. Treasure means khazana. Okay, my dear students. So, as you can see here, there is a three dot over here. You can see 1, 2, and 3. I'll just read it for you. A poor shepherd once lived in Iran. Though uneducated, he was very wise and helpful. The king decided to meet him in disguise. So basically, this 3 point tells about the shepherd. He lived in Iran. This shepherd lived in Iran. He was very wise and helpful. So, what is the meaning of wise? Wise means buddhiman. Helpful means madadgar. The king decides to meet him in disguise. So, third point says that the king wanted to meet him in disguise. Disguise means dhyan bhatkana. So now moving on to the chapter, let's see what is written. In a village in Iran, there once lived a shepherd. He was very poor. He did not have even a small cottage of his own. So, what is the meaning of cottage? Cottage means kutia, or you can say a small house. He was very poor. Poor matlab garib. He had never been to school or learned to read and write. So he was very poor. He never been to school, not learn. He cannot read, nor he can write. He cannot learn, read, and write. Why he cannot learn, read, and write? Because he didn't go to school. For there were very few schools in those days. So there were very less schools. Where there were less schools in Iran. In Iran, there were very less schools. Though poor and uneducated, this shepherd was very wise. As I told you before also, so what is the meaning of wise? Wise means buddhiman, samajdar. So he was very wise. He understood people's sorrow and trouble. So what is the meaning of sorrow and trouble? What is the meaning of sorrow? Sorrow matlab dukh, trouble yani ki takleef hai. And help them face their problems with courage and common sense. So this person, shepherd, was he knows people feelings. He helped them face their problem with courage and common sense. Many people came to him for advice. Soon he became famous for his wisdom and friendly nature. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. So many of them comes to meet him to take his advice one day, and one day he became famous. Famous, what is the meaning of famous? Famous means people came to know about him. He became famous, matlab jana mana, popular for his wisdom. So what is the meaning of wisdom? Gyan. And friendly nature means anyone can talk with him. The king of that country heard about him and thought of meeting him. So that kingdom of that king came to know about this shepherd. He came to know about this shepherd. Then what did he did? King told him to that he wants to meet him. So what is the meaning of meeting? Meeting means milna, मुलाकात लेना. Disguised as a shepherd and riding on a mole, one day the king came to the cave where the wise shepherd lived. So, what is the meaning of disguised, my dear student? I will read this chapter. I'll give you brief information about this in the next video. Thank you so much.